What's up, everybody? Oh boy, I have my glasses on. What's up, everybody? Thanks for dropping in. My name's Dylan, and today I'm going to talk about picking the right college major for you. Okay, so you saw in the title, The Trifold Path. You're probably like, what the hell does that even mean? Is Dylan losing his mind? Well, I might be, but that's beside the point. The trifold path is just a phrase that I came up with to describe 3 common paths I saw students take in terms of their majors. And I want to illustrate that for you real quick.
Okay, so let's talk about majors. This is you, right here. Boom, you just started college. Congratulations. You need to pick a major. You have some time to figure that out, usually by the end of your sophomore year, and you can get by doing prerequisites, but if you wait that long, are you going to pick the right major? Let's talk about 3 common paths that I saw while I was at college with majors that people took. So I'm going to start with the green path. The green path is incredible because it means that you're picking a major that will likely have a high starting salary out of college, scale really well, and it's also something that you enjoy. This is the green path. The green path also includes a minor or second major that you love. So you love your major, you love your minor, it makes good money, everything's good. That's the green path. The next path is the yellow path. Now, the yellow path isn't terrible, and unfortunately, it's what I see a lot of people take. The yellow path is just okay. So, a lot of people on the yellow path think they're doing the right thing, think they're making a smart choice, and you know, it's risk averse. You're getting rid of some risk with what you're choosing. And I'm gonna write the text in black for sake of reading. But the middle path, the yellow one, leads to a major you only like, but still makes money. But you have a minor that you love. So that's really good. Loving your minor is awesome. You want to love your minor. But if you only like your major and you're just doing it because it makes money, then why are you on this path? Can you find a major that you love and makes money to be on the green path? Well, chances are if you're not on the green path doing a major you love to make money, then you're on the yellow or the next path, which is the red path. The red path is reserved for people who just think it's all about the money. And you know what? It's not. These people might be really good at what they're doing, but their major is just for money. And you know what? They might have a minor that just helps feed in to the money. It might not even be something they like. The red path people always looked miserable, and I could tell immediately they were just in it for the money. But at the end of the day, that's not really what's most important. And if you can incorporate a minor that you actually love instead of a minor that just makes money, you might be happier just grinding out a major that you only like a little bit. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're on the green path. But if you love something that doesn't really make a lot of money and it's going to be tougher to get a job in, like film for example, try to figure out the best way to make yourself competitive in the industry. You either work way harder than everyone else, make better connections, or what I like to say really helps is to be well-rounded. If you're going to major in film, minor in business, minor in something interesting that sets you apart, or better yet, double major. If your major is 14 classes or less, there is no reason why you shouldn't have a second major. This is going to help you diversify yourself from the rest of the pack when you're looking for a job, and it's going to make you more competitive in the market. So why wouldn't you add a second major? It's more work, but you're still paying tuition. If you're still a full-time student, you're still paying just as much to just get a major and a minor. Maybe you get 2 degrees. Maybe do science and art. It's up to you, but if your workload is not that much, And I just say 14 because a lot of the soft sciences or majors that might not be as profitable, a lot of those are less classes and they're not as rigorous. So if you can fit like very common combinations, for example, are marketing and communications, psychology and sociology, some type of art with maybe economics, something that really diversifies you and makes you stand out. Let's get back into the regular video.
So you see the green, yellow, and the red paths, and you might be thinking, okay, well, why would you ever pick the red path? And sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes your parents might be like, and this wasn't the case with me, I just want to address it first because it sucks and I want to get it out of the way. But people who take the red path either are pressured into choosing that path or they don't think there's another option. Those are the two biggest reasons. Sometimes their parents might be like, we're not going to pay for you to go to college unless you major in accounting, unless you major in engineering, unless you major in X that makes money, because they're afraid that, you know, paying for college won't, you know, give you a return on their investment and you will have a hard time getting a job. And whatever it might be, I don't understand parents' logic sometimes, but whatever it might be, you may be forced to take the red path. And that sucks. There's things that you can do to, you know, mitigate that. Sneak in a minor, maybe take a couple elective classes that really interest you. If you are hard stuck to a major, if the major is not particularly challenging, definitely add on a minor that you love if you can. But a lot of times your minor is just going to be focused on that major too, which is, you know, why it's the red path. The yellow path, wherein you have a major that makes money that you like a little bit, but you have a minor that you love. When you have a minor that you love, it can make up for the major so much. There are so many people I know that love science or love, you know, business, which you don't hear very often, but some people really do. And so they don't really want to have a minor in anything like that's perceived as a riskier major. For example, like art history or something, or gender studies, or, you know, dance, or any of the soft arts, even film. Like with me, I added that as a second major because my major wasn't enough for me for 4 years. And figuring out how to fill that space was tricky, but I think once I sat down and really, you know, fleshed things out, I realized I'm gonna do a major I like, which is marketing, which can make good money. But then I'm also gonna do a major I love, because marketing was, I think, 18 classes, which is a decent amount for a major, but because it was a business major and you have business electives and prerequisites, but it wasn't really, you know, anything too difficult in terms of academics. So I wasn't stressed out if I was a bio or a chem or a physics or computer engineering, something like that, I would have been way too stressed out. Even if it was the same amount of classes, it was gonna be harder work. I was able to do a major I loved and a major I liked, which is, to me, a great combination. Now, I don't want to shame people who love accounting or who love the hard sciences or finance or things that, you know, lead to very profitable careers. Good on you if you like that stuff. I mean, not everybody can say they do. So if you're passionate about that and can see yourself doing that throughout your life, good for you. That's incredible. That's a win-win situation. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because that's not the case with everybody. And for a lot of people, it's, you know, figuring out what's the balance that I need. And that's why a majority of the people end up on the yellow path. They're like, oh, well, I guess I can suck it up and do something that, you know, kind of sucks, but, you know, I know I'll make good money at it. And then maybe I can try to work in that other thing on the side, not even maybe a side hustle, maybe just as a hobby. You see that a lot because people don't want to take the risk. And a lot of it does come down to risk management. Some of it comes down to if you don't have supportive parents versus if you do have supportive parents, or even supportive friends, honestly. Like, you might come in and then meet people that you really like that are all in the major that you thought you were gonna pick, and then be like, why am I not doing that? I gotta get over there. And that could happen. Or you might switch out of a major and that old major is where all your friends were. And they're still your friends, but you're doing something completely different. So it can happen. Just pick what's right for you. Don't necessarily chase down the money, because at the end of the day, quality of life and happiness at your job, I think, outweighs money. And, you know, money is just a tool, and you know, if you get enough of it to live comfortably, whatever that might look like for you, then everything else falls into place. So if you can pick those other things that you really need to focus on, like, you know, your passion and your drive for what you really love doing, like what makes you want to get up in the morning, think about that, make that your priority, and hopefully you'll be on the green path. So thanks for watching. I know it was a little bit of a different video, but I just wanted to touch upon, you know, some of the different paths I saw people take while I was at college. Best of luck to you with picking your major if you are going through the process, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to drop a like on this video. Comment down below if you think you know what path you were on when you were in college or what path you're taking now. And I hope to see you in a future video. I do post every Wednesday and Saturday, and thanks for watching.